Howdy, folks. Welcome to the channel, Rockin' the Country. I'm Don. I've got my hat on courtesy of Kyle Perkins from Beaver, Utah, because his hat doesn't allow me to contain the headphones. Where are the headphones? I swap it out. Also got this trusty mug from Utah from Kyle. Thank you very much yet again, Kyle. And Kyle made a gift to the channel for me to do Chad Brock's song, Ordinary Life. And I'm looking here, and I done Chad about 2,500 to 3,000 songs ago. Lightning Does the Work. It was requested by Derek Huckabee. I haven't seen Derek in a while, but back then, Derek had said Chad was a WWE wrestler until an injury forced him to quit, so he went into singing in the 90s. So there we go. And this is the second one I've done of Chad's, but I don't know the song. So let's find out what Mr. Chad has for us. Ordinary Life. Piano always means poignant, almost always.
Shelley's at the kitchen table, cup of coffee, the morning paper. When he walks in, she's so surprised to see the tears in his eyes. He says, I love you, I'm so sorry, but bigger dreams are waiting for me. I can't do this anymore. Pay the bills, watch TV, day in, day out, the same routine. Mow the grass, fix the leak, just to fix it again. We go to church, go to work, so picture perfect that it hurts. I feel like I'm trapped inside this ordinary life.
Thought popped into my head, knowing the background of Chad. I wonder if he wrote this because his inspiration might have come. I mean, anybody goes into WWE doesn't have ordinary dreams or ideas for their life. So I wonder if this song isn't his. I'm going to guess it is, just from that little bit of information I have.
Shelley's at the kitchen table, crayons, construction paper.
Oh.
Hey mom, look what I drew. It's a picture of me and you. And later when he says his prayers, she runs her fingers through his hair. So thankful for every day. They pay their bills, watch TV, day in, day out, it's all they need. Mow the grass, fix the leak, just to fix it again. They go to church, go to school, every day is something new.
I gotta stop now. Maybe I misheard in the beginning. Maybe he actually likes the ordinary life. There was something about dreams in the beginning, I thought he said. Maybe I read into that, like in my own interpretation of it. Maybe he actually likes this life.
Precious are the days as they go by in their ordinary life. Phone rings, he's calling from the airport. It's midnight, he's all alone again. He says, I can't believe how much I've missed.
Oh yeah.
And what I wouldn't give to pay the bills, watch TV, day in, day out, the same routine. Mow the grass, fix the leak, just to fix it again.
reminds
to
me of Billy
church,
Dean.
go to work. I can't tell you how this hurts. I miss my son, I miss my wife, and my ordinary life.
What if this is autobiographical? Yeah, you know, it's one of those things like I used to have a dance studio with my ex. She was the dancer. I was on the business customer relations side of it. And it was a good yin and yang because she worked with the teachers and the artists and that side of it. I worked with the business side of it. I was and my desk was in the lobby of the studio. So when the mothers had questions or teachers artistically would go to my ex, the moms would come to me. And if they had a problem, a question, or whatever. And I like to talk with people. I like to get involved. I'm a pretty open guy and stuff, and they liked having me there because they knew their kids were safe in that environment. And our one mom, her name is Judy. I'm still in touch with her. This is 25 years later. That she had two girls in the studio, and Chrissy and Heather, and she told me, some years later, and some of the other moms confirmed this because I would alert them when they had younger kids that this is what's coming. I know it seems stressful, but what Judy told me, she said, when I had them in the car, that was a time when like I also could yell at them because when they were younger, when they were their teens and they're getting sassy and smart and all nasty and all that, that's when I had them and they couldn't escape. But all the stress and the pressure of riding, driving here, going to soccer practice for this kid, getting back, trying to get dinner, going doing it, do all these kinds of things you're trying to do. She said, I look back and I miss those days. I thought I hated them. The stress of going here and there, the nonstop. And it's just something where it's about perspective. Sometimes it's your time in life to have this, be frenetic and just keep going and wear yourself down and then hope to get an hour's sleep. I remember some of the moms in the lobby talking among themselves, and they were just talking one day, and they were saying how they just can't remember the last time they were bored. Like they would love to be bored again because they're so busy and so many things to think about, worry about, do, go here, do this, feed this one, get that one, doctors, da, da, da. But then you realize that you missed it. Like you didn't realize what you had necessarily because generally you're tired when you have these moments, but it can be unfulfilling. You wind up, you're living for other people and they may not have any gratitude at all for what you're doing. Kids don't see it. They certainly they don't know any better. They don't know enough of life. They don't have perspective to know what you as a mother or you as a father are giving up, what you're sacrificing for them. But then again, they had no choice in the matter. They have to go where you tell them to, do what you tell them to. They had no choice coming into the world, and so it's your obligation to take care of them. And then there's the rub, because they had no say in the matter, and now you have to take care of them. And whoops a daisy, you had sex, you had a baby, and there they are. But then you realize, I've talked to a number of folks who said like if they had it to do all over again, they wouldn't have kids. They wouldn't have had them. And most people, though, were glad they had them, glad they raised them, glad they're out of the house, but they had no idea how difficult it was going to be. And what do you say? Um, so, Kyle, yeah, I mean, this is one of those songs that gets me going, too, because when I'm doing my life coaching or executive coaching or personality coaching that I do, I hear what's going on with people and I share different perspectives that they may not have thought of. And sometimes people are very happy to get a perspective that's contrary to what they're thinking because it gives them a sense of peace that they don't have to go down this mental path of tormenting themselves. But yeah, I mean, sometimes you do. You wind up giving up a lot. It's a sacrifice to have kids. But on the other hand, you get a lot back, and you've got to take time in those moments to realize what you're getting just by having this child who counts on you, who loves you, who is going to blame you for a while for all their problems, but then they'll come back to their senses generally to being thankful and seeing how hard it was for you to raise them. So, yeah, Kyle, I don't know if you have kids of your own. I know that your wife passed 20 months ago because you've shared that openly on the channel, so that's not a secret. But I wonder if you have kids too. I hope you do. I just do. I, I, and I hope it was a wonderful experience raising them. So I'm going to rate this song. It was a simple song in many ways. It was probably easy to write because I'm guessing it was autobiographical, so the material was right there. The hard part would be how to word things so that people didn't get their feelings hurt. But and the instrumentation was very simple. So the number that popped into my head on this was an 8.7. But I've got to say this, you would never guess that Chad was WWE by the sensitivity in his voice and the delicateness with which he sang. It really was a very friendly, welcoming voice. And I love that contrast between the way you perceive WWE folks and the way you perceive Chad in this song. So there you go. The multi-talented Chad Brock. All right, guys, have a great day. I'll see you on another video and keep rocking the country.